This is twice as big as our last tiny house. This is the one that we were a little bit off. Jason, how are you gonna do the plumbing? How are you gonna get under there and do your insulation? If we would have done that, we legit would have had to start completely over. All right, guys, today is the day we are starting instantly. No feed nails on nothing. It is time to build this tiny house deck. We have no time to waste.
No time.
Let's get to this. All right, so we went ahead and gridded out all of our lines. The reason we're gonna do this, we're gonna pull string everything before we start putting lumber on there and anchor and all that. We're gonna measure. We have to knock this out perfect.
Yeah.
Danielle just said, I wish we had a laser to do this. You actually could, we just don't have one. I'm not sure the cost, but it would really work for straight lines and level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try our best to do it the way we can with what we got.
Yeah.
Right at 32.
No way.
Yeah, I swear, on the dot.
What?
That's crazy.
Baby.
First try.
All right, y'all, we got these brackets that we're gonna end up bolting down in the concrete with some anchors. What we're trying to do is find the exact spot for these first. We're trying to square it up, so we're gonna throw them down and then just keep moving them around, moving tape, moving the lines until we get it perfect. That way we know exactly where to drill this. That would be the middle. So we were saying something like that.
That's 32. So that's 32 to the end of this.
So 16's right at that. I don't need your hand, girl. We hold that. It's right at 32.
That's 32. 32.
All right, I think we just spent like an hour.
Oh wait, I can tell you. Yeah.
We spent an hour measuring, remeasuring, squaring, putting string, doing all that. We weren't going to show you every bit of that, but we pulled string to all the corners, got it squared. We made sure it was 8 feet in between each one. We lined it up, we moved it, we lined it up, we moved it over and over and over.
Until we got it right.
Until we got it right. So we're going to go ahead and mark all the holes where we need to put them in, and we're going to mark the corners where all the brackets go before these dogs that are walking up messes it up, because I already tripped over it and messed it up. We had to redo it. So let's go. We just marked all the braces up, so we're gonna have to move them. We got a hammer drill. We got it set to the depth we need. We're hoping the generator will drill these holes. Come on. Alright, so we ended up buying these 1/2 inch by 5.5 inch anchors, and you gotta leave about 1/4 inch. That's what we did. Clean out all the dust. You don't want it packed down in the bottom. This is going to go through this in our hole, which we're gonna have to hammer them in a little bit. Whenever you tighten, this bottom part will make it to where it won't be able to allow it to pull itself up. So let's make sure we're right where we were. That's why we marked everything. Put the washer, the bolt, stick it down in there. Let me grab, where's the hammer? We're gonna get a piece of wood, stick it on top, hammer it down in there. This is not going in there how I want. Dang it, Bobby. It's not working how I want. So you definitely want it to where whenever you put your boards on, it's not touching. So that's not touching, we're all right. And then now, whenever you screw it in, it'll pull it real tight. So you just gotta make sure this is where we want it, right there. And then we'll have to grab our socket and pull it to the right tension, whatever it tells you on the back, and then it should lock it in pretty dang good. All right, you just ran to town. We had to get a different bit. The way it fit in here was wrong. So let's get back. All right, so went ahead and finished all the brackets. We pulled up all the string lines and everything, got it all cleaned up. What we're about to do is start on the actual pillars and come up with 6x6s. We're gonna try to hook them on and then also try to make it level to go all the way across 32 feet. We don't have a laser level, unfortunately, so I bought a about a 5-foot level, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these 2x4s that we have extra, we're gonna hook them together, make a 32-foot beam. We're gonna get the front the way we want it, and then we'll start leveling it out. We'll use that for each one. And we hook them together, work straight. Go like that. Yeah, we'll probably need that. So just right here.
That's pretty close.
That's not bad. It looks like it actually
Needs to go down
needs
the
to go
scope.
down just a little bit. Oh. I'm gonna go down all the way. See how low it is in the back?
Yeah.
Dang it. Alright guys, next day. So you guys saw we were doing the beam across and something told us, let's bite the bullet, stride to town. You actually went to go babysit.
I did.
And I drove into Tulsa to get some more materials and a laser level. They're expensive, but it's worth it, and we already would have saved ourselves so much headache. Check this out. So y'all know just right before the end, we had this big beam right here going across. Well, we decided, you know what, before we start, we did some behind the scenes on the Crocker Life. You can check it out. We have the laser right there in the middle, and we have it perfectly level on here. I'll try to show you on here if we could get the lighting right. Then we went over to the corner over there, and it's underneath the concrete. So now we have to do a lot of fixing. Ooh. So basically what we got to do now is get the level, put it where we need it. So that one is good. We still have to have enough room to get under the deck and work. We're gonna get that one figured out. That's the tallest one, and then that's the lowest one. The land slopes that way. So we already did 16 inches. I feel like we're gonna have to go way up. And every one we go up, we're already going up pretty much 6 inches. 5, right at 5 inches.
Try to crawl under that, baby.
Well, I could right here, because you also gotta think, that's the bottom of the beam,
Yeah.
or the, yeah.
Oh, and then it's gonna come up.
And then
more.
it'll come up another for the beams going across. So that's right at 5 inches. Let's go check that side.
I like it. That's fine. Right here.
That'd be 20. It's gonna be kind of high, but not terrible. All right, so we already got our money's worth out of this thing.
Yes.
It's a lot of money for a laser, but it looks like we're going to come up on this one. What do we say, about 4 inches ish?
4 more inches, yes.
So that's not terrible. It's just the front of the deck's gonna be so high, but maybe we can come out and build some steps and make it look where it's not crazy high, because the silo itself is 18 feet tall, plus we're even going up higher on that. So the front of the deck's gonna be like almost 2 foot, and then you're gonna have another 18 feet up. It's gonna be poking up over the trees.
That's crazy.
Whatever it takes, I guess. Well, let's leave that top on there. That way it'll...
Do you have a pencil?
Come here. Where's that line? Right there. 1 3/4, so... 1 3/4. And 3/4 an inch down. Eight and a quarter. All right, just finished up putting them all. It is a massive difference. It's probably about a 16 to 18 inch difference from the very back to the very front, if not slightly more, but I think the laser saved us probably all day.
Oh, 100%.
It was worth the money. I definitely highly recommend buying a laser level over doing it the way we were gonna do it. Put a big old beam, level it out, do all that. If we would have done that, we legit would have had to start completely over, because it was too low on this side by what, 4 inches? Something like that. So whew, well worth the money. As you guys can tell, it's holding up pretty good. It does have a little bounce. We are going to end up putting some pillars right here in the middle down. We just wanted to make sure we had the right line and everything. But these are full 2x6s hooked together, 3 of them, so technically a 6x6 on top of a 6x6 bolted in, 2 feet in the ground of concrete. I feel pretty good about it. Let's check and see how level it is. See if that level, let's see if the laser level is worth buying. So we know it might be hard to tell if it's level, but we did buy a 5 foot, 6 foot, I don't know how long it is, level.
10
so
foot.
We're gonna go through and we're gonna check it out, see how well it leveled out. Let's check down here. Looking good. Oh yeah, let me check that up close. I think that looks pretty freaking good. Boom, right on it.
That's crazy.
So, worth it.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah,
But
worth it.
worth it.
So I think it's absolutely no secret at this point. Holy cow, it is way up high in the front, down low in the back. Jason, how are you gonna do the plumbing? How are you gonna get under there and do your insulation? How are you gonna do all that? Well, let's see if I can get under it. Oh, I think that'll do. All right, so we kind of did this on purpose as well. At the beginning of the clip, I didn't say this on purpose, but I didn't correct it on purpose. We said, we're getting right to work. We're not even feeding the animals. We are starting instantly, no feeding the animals on nothing. I meant not in video feeding the animals.
Yeah,
but,
obviously.
But people already commented, what? They're not even feeding their animals. We just love to see those comments. So, and then another question, Danielle knows that everyone's gonna be asking, is about the pillars in the middle. We did kind of jump on that just a second ago and kind of told you when I was walking on it, but we are going to attempt to dig holes and then hook the beam or post on that, go and hook it on, anchor it on that, go down in the ground, then we'll cement it. The reason we didn't do that originally is we were terrified it would not stay in line. And one of these pillars wasn't in line. So over here, this is the one that we were a little bit off. It was very hard to do everything perfect, and out of 15 of them, only this one was to the side, and I believe this one we actually did the hole a little bit to the side anyways, I think, but it's holding up great. And then also I know you guys are saying, well, if you built all this out of 2x6s to make a 6x6, why didn't you just buy a 6x6 by 32 or by 16? Well, a 2x6 by 16 is $15. We needed 3 to make a 6x6 by 16, which is $45. To buy a 6x6 by 16 is $89. We saved $400 by doing it this way, and it was easier for us to move. So we saved 400 bucks and probably like $2,000 worth of medical bills, y'all. I think that's gonna do it for today. My back hurts.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm feeling it today, and then my right arm holding that nail gun. All these big old wet 2x6s and 6x6s, they are heavy.
I think
but
you need a massage.
I do. That was some good work today. The pups definitely helped and made sure we were under control and stuff. But we have to go get some more supplies. We ran out. We literally emptied the whole trailer. Boys! And
They're fighting.
we need to get some bolts and stuff and hook all the brackets in real good. We have nails also. We gotta do that. We gotta get a couple more 6x6s. Then we have to get like 70, 80 2x6 by 16s. We have to do a lot. So far, this has cost, I think, $1,700, something like that. So $1,700 for just this. Does that doesn't even include concrete?
No, it doesn't.
So we're well over $2,000 already just into this. If you guys are interested in building something like this, There you go. It is very expensive, and that's what people always say. Why don't you just do this and do that and do this and do that? It's a lot of money.
It is, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we are very, very happy with this. We're bummed we took the extra time that we lost because we didn't have the laser level. We're very happy we went and got the laser level. It saved us time on the back end, I think. And it is level.
It's beautiful.
So happy with that. But on the next one, you guys will see, we'll start the top of the deck and all of that. That's when it's really gonna look massive. I already think.
I don't know if the camera does justice.
Probably
with
not.
How big this is.
32 by 32. This sucker is huge.
It's bigger than our tiny house.
This is twice as big as our last tiny house. So this is officially the biggest project we have ever done together. Holy cow.
Massive.